Hello and welcome back to the Mind and Money podcast. I'm Sherry, a financial coach.
And I'm Val, a financial planner. And today, with the sun shining and me coming off of a weekend bender of decluttering, we are going to talk about spring cleaning, your physical space. We do have a later episode that's going to be about money and like spring finances, which is pretty exciting.
Stay tuned for next week. Also, I feel like you've achieved a new level of adulting when you call a weekend of decluttering a bender.
Yeah, that's so true. Gosh, I was actually thinking that on Friday night. I'm like, is this what all the 28-year-olds are doing?
Little baby. No, it's not. Some of them are. Do people still go out and go to the club anymore?
Going to the club, they must, but it's not us. It's not us.
I saw a post the other day about a club that was for pajamas and started at
yes,
7 p.m.
Yes.
I'd be down for that.
I saw one it was a daytime club, and I think they had just coffee and non-alcoholic drinks. I was like, yes, please.
Anyways, squirrel.
We are talking about our different strategies, tips, tricks, and I do believe that your physical space really has an impact on your energy, internal abilities / brain. I think that when my external space feels cluttered or messy or out of control, it reflects in every aspect of my life. So this weekend I had the mood hit right, and I had the time to get rid of some things, organize, declutter, donate. Typically when I'm going through things, there's two categories. Okay, three. One is someone else's, doesn't belong in this house, and then I start a place to put things. The other is donate. The other is throw out or garbage or recycle. So three main categories. And one of the strategies I used, because Amazon had come a little bit recently and I was using HelloFresh. So I kept all their boxes and my goal was to fill the boxes with stuff to donate.
Those are some solid boxes.
Yeah, they're really nice boxes. And having that as a physical goal and then seeing those boxes get filled gave such good reward. I was like, yes, look at this. When I start the process though, if I start all over the map, I can get really overwhelmed. Like let's say if I want to go through all my clothes, I did that once. I was trying to do the Marie Kondo method. I dumped everything into a big pile and then felt it and said, does this bring me joy? And by the end of it, nothing brought me joy.
Burnt out. Just wanted to be over.
Yes. It was actually like probably partway through that I'm like, why did I do this? So I focus on, in that situation, drawer by drawer or cube by cube. I have these organization cubes. I'm not dumping them all out, one cube at a time.
Yeah. And I think anything for ADHD folks, when we try and do all of the things and we get super motivated and we're going to clean, tidy everything, that's a very short path to, oh shit, I'm done, but I can't be done because right now it looks 100% worse than when I started. Like one thing, I think I might have shared this before, is like doing with my clothes is every time laundry gets put away, I'm actually taking the things and putting it on the bottom and trying to just take the next thing off the top. Like if every time I get to one like t-shirt, for example, I'm just like,
you bypass it,
skip. It's like, why? If I'm skipping this 50% of the time,
why am I keeping it?
Why is it in my wardrobe and can I get rid of it?
That's a great strategy. I've also heard of like the hanger one where you turn the hanger the other way, which...
And then you set a reminder and then a year from now this is the question that I wanted to ask you. I was going to ask you a question in the previous episode, but it was more fitting for this one. If you are a longtime listener, you might be having this burning question for Val also. I would like a status update on the purple pantsuits.
I would love to provide this. Okay.
First backstory.
Okay. Backstory is my sister is getting married on May 10th, super jazzed, and she is letting us kind of free reign what we wear, but she would like a shade of purple. So I went on to, I love a good pantsuit. I typed in pantsuit purple sale and Old Navy slapped me with $7 pantsuits, but they came in regular and tall. And I'm not a tall gal, but these are kind of like clam digger length pantsuits. So I was like, do I want it to be full length? So I ordered medium regular, medium tall, large regular, and large tall. So I had 4 pantsuits.
4 purple pantsuits. I just really like saying that.
I'm down to 2. So 1 fits me. Great. My other sister tried them all on. They weren't her vibe. My other sister, who's not getting married, is wearing one. So we're matching. I'm still working on the first sister to also wear one because I'm like, We can make this work. We can all wear matching pantsuits. Pockets, yes, included. I went and I took my neighbor. I gave her back something last week and I gave her one because I'm like, this is so your color and it's tall and she's a tall, beautiful woman. So I was like, perfect. I can gift this. And now I have two.
So your plan is that one of the two remaining will go to the other sister who's not on the purple pantsuit.
That's the
train.
goal. Or I trust the universe will send me someone that needs a purple pantsuit at Sherry.
I do not want a purple pantsuit.
So
I am not a pantsuit fan and also not a purple fan. So it's a
double
hard
negative.
no.
It worked out really well because honestly, as of Monday last week, I still had 4 purple pantsuits. So this is perfect timing. It felt so good to move them along, move them out, gift them. Because my neighbor went to go give me money. I'm like, no.
This cost me $7.
This
and
is
I need it out of my house.
Yes, this is the give and take of life. I do not want anything for this. And what I would, what you'd spend for, I don't know, an outfit for a wedding is what I spent on 4 different outfits.
It was a steal of a deal, but I was very curious to know. So like,
now we know.
One of the things that I heard online, maybe last month anyways, I don't know. Time is weird.
Yeah.
Is if you would not replace something if it was covered in shit.
Yes.
So like if something was covered in shit and you would not wash it and or buy a new one, why are you keeping it? Which I thought was very extreme but interesting.
And it gives you that good point. I use the spontaneous combustion. If this spontaneously combusted, so just less gross, but still extreme, same premise, would you replace it? And in my brain, I still sometimes have arguments, even if it's a hard yes or a hard no. I'm like, no, but I really like these shoes with this type of outfit.
Yeah. And I think it comes down to, are you using it? And if you are using it, how does it integrate into your space? So me personally, if the things that I'm using or want to use consistently are hidden away in a drawer or cabinet, it's not going to work for me. I need to be able to have easy access because that ADHD thing, like out of sight, out of mind. If I want to moisturize my skin all the time, having it be visual so like in my bathroom, I do have a lot of storage, but on my counter I bought a little open storage thing where the things that I use regularly.
Your frequent users.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and if it's not important enough to have its own space and it just gets shoved in a drawer somewhere, maybe it's time to give it away or gift it and
hit it, girl.
How can you get it out of your space so that the things you truly love are in your space? I had a conversation yesterday about fast fashion. And I think I maybe spent too much online. I saw a post that so far in 25, I can't remember what the timelines were, but it compared our consumption now to our consumption from decades ago. And basically, we've already consumed more in this period of time that they were looking at than we had a previous 100-year time frame. It was very, very alarming. And I was talking about fast fashion with somebody recently, and I understand that it comes to an affordability standpoint, right? If you're buying clothes and you are on a tight budget, you might need to buy the $5 t-shirt. It's all about give and take, and you have to do what's right for you. And the big issue with fast fashion, yes, how it's produced is an issue, but the sheer consumption of, if you're buying a t-shirt, regardless of where you're buying it through or from or how it was produced, being in the wear it for 6 months, get rid of it. Like, the longer we keep something, not only is that better for your pocketbook, but it's also better for the environment as a whole. I think if we could just shift back to the olden days mentality where
if it's not broke, don't fix it or don't replace it.
Yeah. And can we repair things? Can we fix things? Can we wear them longer? Because if you're just, that's a 2025 trend and I'm going to get rid of it, that's really significant. We buy too much shit. I have always been more of a, buy it, keep it, take care of it. And some of my clothes have dates on them, specifically around t-shirts that were from races and stuff like that. And I'll put it on, be like, ooh, 2004, still wearing it because it still works and it's still in good shape. And a big thing with this, we've talked about before, is vehicles. Car payments are keeping us broke. And if you can buy a used car and keep it for 10, 15 years, your pocketbook is going to thank you. So just think about what you're consuming in a really conscious way. And ADHD lends itself to impulse spending. I get it. I'm guilty of it too, but being able to use it up eventually and not just throw things out that are still functional. So if you've got a drawer full of makeup, use it. Try and not throw things away. Try and gift them if you're not using them or if they don't work for you. And just really try and slow down and buy less, because every time you spend $1, you've given your time to earn that income in some shape or form. So your time is important. And if you treat your money like it's your time, then a bit of a tangent there.
That was good though. It does tie into the like space creation, because I find that in clothing specifically, in terms of creating space in my closet, I went thrifting, which I love to do. But I was like, I didn't really need anything, but I came back with stuff. And I was like, hey, we have to get rid of some stuff, but not just making space to fill it with more stuff.
Yeah.
And having that peace with your things, having a place for things, having drawers that you can see.
Yeah.
Even if I have 10 minutes and I'm like, I have the itch to declutter something, one drawer at a time. That's it. Yeah. Look at it. What do you need? What don't you need?
Baby steps.
Yes.
And like maybe in a situation like yours, or if you've got friends, if you get bored easily with your clothes, do you have somebody else in your life that has similar taste in clothes that you could get together once a month, once a quarter, and just like, here are 10 things that I want to get rid of from my wardrobe just because I'm bored of them. And like, let's exchange some things, because then you can keep it fresh without spending money and without consuming more things. You just get some variety. So figuring out how to get that variety and scratch your impulse buying itch without actually buying. And I think I've seen before, like swap, more like kids and toys, but I think I've seen some like women's clothing people do that before too. So yeah, think about what's in your space, how you want your space to feel, and think about how it feels now and how can you bridge the gap. And chances are it's by having less stuff.
Yes.
The less busy our spaces are, the less busy our minds are by a smidgen.
Even making it 1% more like you want it to be. If you want more space, if you want more minimalist, if you want to feel more organized, what's one thing you can do? What's one thing you can declutter? What's one area? Yep. Even when I'm tidying in the morning or whenever, I go room by room. Because if I try to do like, I literally have to be like, stay in this room until it's done. Complete. Stay in this room until it's done. Complete. And I know Sherry keeps a box where she frequently walks past, and as something either is ready to donate or give away, it goes into that box. And I have that in my basement. But having that and giving yourself little challenges, whether it's like, I'm going to declutter this drawer today. You don't have to do it all. Please don't do it all in one day.
One thing that I did for a little bit of time too is like, I'm going to get rid of 2 things. I'm going to put 2 things into this box every day. And then it kind of turned my brain into like, it was remembering that. And then as I walk through my day, I would just like randomly pick something up and be like, haven't used this in a long time, like into the box.
Yep.
And I actually had a reminder on my phone. It's like at the end of the day to be like, did you do this? So that it helped me be conscious and aware of it. And also, I'm really trying to make investments with my dollars with where I'm buying things. And that's leading to really being intentional, trying to purchase less on Amazon, which has been really helpful. So I think honestly, all in all, the buy Canadian, support Canadian businesses has been better for me from a consumption standpoint, because then I'm looking at the businesses I want to support. Sometimes I end up on Amazon to start, but then I'm going out to the businesses and trying to buy directly from them so that my dollars are going directly to the Canadian company and the Canadian made products, which ultimately, if you're going to buy it off Amazon and you can find it direct from the company, a lot of times it's either the same price or less expensive, because then there's not that Amazon upcharge.
And even that in itself, I'm sure creates it creates more time. So it creates a pause between thought and purchase.
Yep.
So then you're looking at it, you're digging into it deeper and being like, okay. And I know for me, sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, I need that. But then if I take more time to look at it, I'll probably forget about it.
Eventually the tab will go to the tab graveyard on my phone.
Yeah.
Which I love that Chrome does that. It's like, here's your most recent tabs, and these tabs you were ignoring. So we've moved them. So it really does help create the pause and help let me spend my dollars the way that I want to spend my dollars, which is really how we impact things, because the more money we can give to the smaller businesses, the better, in my opinion. So yeah. Think about how you want to declutter your space. Think about how you want it to feel. And then think about the small actions that you can take to get there. And please try not to make it a tornado.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get tired and then it might stay a tornado for a lot longer than you want it to.
Yes. Even I find like taking note of like the areas that are bothering you the most burning, whether it's like your clothes, your closet, the junk drawer, make a list of that and then just be like, hey, I'm going to tackle this one today. Or I'm going to take May and I'm going to toss out 2 things every day, donate 2 things every day. So keep it friendly, keep it fun, and make it yours.
Yep. Thanks for being here, and we hope you have a decluttered spring, and we can't wait to see you next time on the Mind and Money podcast.